Bills providing potentially life-saving funding to Mississippi's rural hospitals are now heading to the governor's desk.
12 News political reporter Richard Lake is live from the Capitol with more on these bills and how lawmakers feel about them. Richard?
Well, aiding rural hospitals has been a bipartisan priority for both the House and the Senate all session long, and lawmakers came together to pledge over $103 million in funding.
Those funds are an attempt to give the hospitals the flexibility to use those funds to address whether it be debt or administration or a new computer system, whatever their need is to try to throw a lifeline to some of these rural hospitals.
Senator Chad McMahon has the largest rural healthcare system in the country residing in his district. This funding not only allows that system to serve more patients, it also ensures many others will be able to function.
It's a 7-hospital system. It serves about 1/3 of the state of Mississippi. The hospital system is very important in a rural area. It's an economic driver. If you lose your hospital system, businesses and residents are not going to move to your city or county.
While lawmakers are allocating over $100 million for rural hospitals, Senator McMahon, along with others, are wishing it was more.
I would have liked to have seen more, but it also has to be a balanced. We have to support law enforcement and school and still operate the services and the government.
It's not enough relief, I can tell you that. I wish it could be a lot more. I wish we could expand Medicaid. If we expand Medicaid, it's a simple sign of the document, and we have money to come in and keep these hospitals open. Just know that we're working diligently to help get more relief to these hospitals in those rural areas where hospitals are closing.
This is a one-time cash infusion for these hospitals, and what determines how much money goes into each hospital is a formula that bases bed count, if there's an emergency room in the hospital and other contributing factors into how much they'll receive.
Richard, let me ask you this. What is the status of budget negotiations at this late in the session?
Right. Well, according to Speaker Gunn, he reconvened the House at around 5:30, and according to him, the plan is to get a budget passed tonight. So the Senate gave an offer to the House earlier this evening. The House responded to that offer. Now we are awaiting the Senate to see how they feel about that offer. Now the House is in recess until 7 o'clock, so they will be deliberating up until that point.
All right, 12 News political reporter Richard Lake. Thank you, Richard.